So today we're going to be making French macaroons. People tend to think that we're making French, traditional American macaroons, which are coconut flakes and chocolate. But these are macaroons. They're a little different. They don't have any chocolate unless you want chocolate, but basically they are almond-based flour with powdered sugar, and they're very delicate. They are hard on the outside, but once you eat into it, it's like very soft. So what I have here is almond flour. You can like just blend your own, save more money, but to save time, I bought almond flour and powdered sugar. So here we're gonna start. So here is 3/4 cups of almond flour and powdered sugar. So what you have to do is shift. I already measured everything. You have to sift these through because you don't want your macarons to be lumpy. So just use a little strainer and sift these. It's gonna take a while, but so doing this, you won't have any lumps. And I already did it once, but a lot of people say it's good to do it twice just to make sure it's extra soft, you know. So anything that's left, you can just throw it away because it's not going to be good. It's going to make your macaron crack and it's going to look really ugly. It won't have feet. It's almost done. So you see how these little extra pieces, they're probably not going to go through a sifter, so we're just going to toss it out. And here I have a cup of powdered sugar, and I'm just going to sift it through really quick. And you can just mix it together. It doesn't have to be separate because you have to mix them together later anyways. I'm actually going to just put it back in this one. So I have more room. And then and we're all done. So I'm just going to mix these together because, like I said before, we're going to have to mix them together anyways. So now we're going to use 2 eggs, and we only want the egg whites. So what I do is just crack on the side and just toss them back and forth until all the egg whites are done. I mean, you can keep the egg, the yellow part of it, the yolk, but I don't because I don't do any other thing with it. So, and make sure that you're not, you don't break the yolk, because if you get some of the yolk into the egg whites, it's going to mess up your batter and it's just not going to turn out right. So. And then now we're going to put it in the KitchenAid mixer. Just pour it in there. You're going to need 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to set that to the side. You can use a hand mixer if you want. I have a KitchenAid, it's a lot easier to work with, so that's why I use it. So we're going to turn it on. And gradually pour your sugar in there. Don't pour all of it at one time because it's not going to turn out good. we're just gonna keep blending this until it becomes like stiff, until you have stiff peaks, and then you start working with it. It's gonna take a while. You can see it's starting to form, it's becoming really frosty, and pretty soon it'll have stiff peaks. So, this is a very time-consuming thing, but it's very, very worth it because it's so soft and good, and the cream inside is just like heaven. So we're just gonna check this. It does have some. It's still a little runny, so we're just gonna run it for a bit. I'm gonna check. Got it on. So stiff peaks, it's not falling. All right. So what we're gonna do is just put some color, food coloring in it. I use the gel because it's a lot easier to work with. I don't actually have a toothpick right now, so I'm just gonna pour a little into there. Alright, I'm gonna use a fork. But you can use any gel coloring you want. I prefer using gel because you can see the pigmentation more. If you were to use like the Walmart brand or something like that, you don't really see it you don't see the color popping out. So, just mix that quick. And you're just going to stir the sides so that they mix all evenly. And you don't want to overmix this. If you overmix it, it's just going to be a little weird looking. Now you're just going to mix your batter into there. Okay, you're going to stir this. Make sure you go in circular motions like this. Don't try to break the air bubbles that's in there. It's best to use a spatula, but I somehow misplaced my spatula, so this will do it. And you're going to stir this until you have, until it becomes like lava type, okay? Stir that. It's almost there. Yeah. This is a very time-consuming process, but it'll be all worth it. And you don't want to overmix it. The worst part to do is overmixing it. If you overmix it, it's going to make your life horrible, and it's going to crack, or it's not going to form those pretty feet. And yeah. So, testing it. It's not quite ready yet. So it's almost like lava, just a little more stir. See how it's like lava now? Now, I have a little container where I just pour it too, but if you want, you can put it into a piping bag. I don't use piping bags, I use this. Okay. Alright, sorry. I kind of misplaced my cover. So this is a macaroon mat. You don't have to buy this, but I found out that it was easier to use it. You can use wax. Don't use wax paper. Use parchment paper. It will be your best friend, okay? And you just squeeze a little. Just so it fills up that circle. Okay. Okay. So after you're done with that, you might, I'm just going to show you one, but what you want to do after that is you want to tap it like a few times so it flattens out, so the air bubble pops out. And then you put it in the oven for 15 minutes and you're ready to go. So that's how you make the shell. Thank you for watching.